if you are making a commitment to something, you will find that the elements are turning in your favor. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now, I've been saying in my recent videos that I'd wanted to look at Mars ingress Capricorn as Mars enters the sign of Capricorn, which is now like a week and a bit ago. Mercury retrograde happened to me. I've had some technical issues and some other commitments as well. So I'm now doing Mars Transit Capricorn readings, and that's what today's reading is going to be. It's a bulk introduction as usual. There'll be a timestamp down below for you to fast forward to the actual reading. Again, I would advise watch your sun, your moon, your rising sign, and if you know where your Mars is, watch your Mars sign as well. Mars is exalted in Capricorn. Mars is empowered in Capricorn. Saturn is at home there, but Mars is made incredibly welcome and worshipped. That Martian energy will help us push forward in a great way. So what I'm planning on doing is an oracle card spread. I would normally say the reading is for you or it isn't, but it's an oracle card spread. Take what is useful for you, consider the rest. But that's what I'd say about the whole reading. Even if it is for you or if it isn't, consider it all, take what is useful and consider the rest. And if you normally in my tarot readings, I'd say it comes as a job lot, and that's why I want you to consider it, because it may well be that if there's a bit of it that's not for you, it's all not for you. Shouldn't apply today, however. Oracle cards with tarot guidance. You can ask a question with this one. So pause the video if you have to. Think about all the questions that are around you. Choose one of them, especially anything related to something that you are wanting to push forward in your life. Or something about changing the structure of your life, and we'll see what the oracle cards say. All the other details are in the description down below, plus a link to getting a free birth chart. Plus, while you're down there, press the subscribe button. Right, let me bring up the cards. Okay, Taurus, the energy of your reading, or the starting energy for your reading at least, is the Eight of Pentacles. So if you have a project, keep working on it. If you don't have a project, get a project and start working on it. Something where you will be doing the same task again and again and again, but getting better at it every time. This can be at home, at work, in a relationship, within your own spiritual development, within one of your hobbies even. Say you was into martial arts, your teacher would tell you exactly the same thing. But this is a wonderful healing opportunity for you, because if you are making a commitment to something, you will find that the elements are turning in your favor, and that it will bring spiritual guidance and news, useful news that you can actually take forward into the world and announce, because it looks like one of the energies is very much related to maybe families or a group of friends or some form of community going on, because we have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing again, and rewriting the future. So just because you have been, you may have been doing the same thing again and again and again for years, not the project mind, there will be other things, there will have been things that you have been doing for years as a pattern that have come from your family, come from your childhood, come from past lives even. And now's a chance to examine all of these and go, that one works. That's a bit of structure that's good for me. That one doesn't. But again, you've got to look at them to find out. But you are supported with this. We have the Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Spirit is wanting you to focus on something. Maybe as an example, so you can see where your behavior or your patterns have focused on other things in the past that you weren't necessarily aware of. But it gives you the ability to go, no, this is who I am. This is with the Archangel Gabriel card, who I'm going to use to try and focus the camera. Let's see, is it happening? And yep, ish. The Divine Annunciator, the again showing that spiritual help that you have, but also the fact that you will be finding your voice. Now, if these are indeed family issues, finding a voice can be quite an important thing if you're wanting to get any change. Because with this Five of Cups, I don't, that follows this, I don't get any sense of loss. There's a certain sense of experiment. What happens if I do this? But the 3 cups that are on the ground, he's considering whether to drop the 2 remaining cups that he's holding. Is he treasuring what is remaining, or is he going, what happens if I do that? That's your decision. But I feel that anything that you lose by standing up and taking a voice within the family or within a community of some form will work for you. But there are hidden motivations. And this is why I'm saying family or community, because break the chain and hidden motivations, there is an element of, I think if hidden motivations are coming to light, then you suddenly understanding why somebody in your past, in your present, has always done a certain thing, or why they have been acting in a certain way, will enable you to create change and a great alchemy with this Will, Wisdom and Mind card, the Major Arcana of the Akashic Tarot, which is very much about using the elements to produce an alchemy, to produce something greater. And that will have a forward motion and bring recognition to you, as clarified by the 3 of Pentacles. So on the numerology cards, we have health and pride. Now, I have to relate the pride to both your behaviours and whoever else that we're looking at in this breaking the chain, hidden motivations, or that. Bear in mind, I don't think hidden motivations are wrong, and I don't think ancestral patterns are wrong per se, but they need to be examined. There's no point using techniques learnt in the 1700s for a 21st century problem. It might work, it might not work, because you may need to be taking certain other factors into account. And pride is very much we've always done it this way, we'll always do it this way because we've always done it this way. So I think that's something that needs to be examined somewhat. But also try different solutions, try different activities. We have 5 of Scrolls, diversity, which is all about trying something new, trying something different. So yes, you are trying to break these chains. But you don't have to cut everything out, which is what this Queen of Swords is telling me. She's, and there you are. There's, you probably won't see this very well, but the bull sat at her feet, as she is on her throne in the mountains. You know, she's a Queen of the North, that's for certain. The bull is calm. The bull doesn't, you don't have to cut everything out just to overcome the pride and break these patterns. Because, one, you have the strength to do this. And yeah, it's going to bring up some decisions for you, but there will be, as long as you're doing it in a nurturing fashion. So we have strength with Herkimer Diamond. I can deal with whatever comes my way. With 2 of Swords on this deck, Crystal Power Tarot, whatever I decide, I trust in the outcome. So with that having the Queen of Pentacles with it, I have everything I need to prosper. I'm seeing that if you make decisions that are about nurturing, these patterns, you can get rid of the bad ones. You don't have to get rid of all of them, but you can get rid of the bad ones, and you can use the good ones, or whatever you replace them with this Queen of Forces, to actually bring an end to some torment that's been going on for quite some time. We have Nine of Swords here, but it's almost like a very religious ceremony going on here. Like these swords are being sacrificed. They are... it is being put to one side. You've got the light of the sun or moon, it doesn't really matter. We have the light coming down to illuminate. Okay, illuminate from behind this person. This person is mourning the loss of their own shadow. Now, okay, your own shadow never really disappears. But with that circle of candles, there's a wonderful sense of protection. There's a wonderful sense of holy. We can release this struggle. We can put it away. It's caused too much stress over the years. We have the power and the strength to change it. We have the power to move on. And all of this gets revealed by you working on whatever project it is that you're working on. We have Vahua with New Beginnings, but again, the shadow side on this card is Baal with Anger. So we have the Angel of New Beginnings and Baal just showing where that pride can come up, where the old wounds can come up, where the old patterns can come up, where they don't necessarily need to be, because you can be liberated from them as long as you are not using your pride. The downside here, fanaticism and hypocrisy with Astaroth. So don't fall into the trap of you find out all the reasons why things have happened and using that as an excuse for anger over the things that have happened. The things that have happened, well, they've happened now. They've been and gone. Don't worry about it. Because there is a time for growth and there is a time for letting things rest. Five of Forces, summer and winter. And I'm feeling both here. With this Queen of Swords, the winter, there's certain things that can be put out into the cold and left, but not everything. Nowhere near as much as what you think is necessary. Just a few things. Just a few things that will enable you to plan ahead and be able to listen to that voice of spirit. And we've got the voice of spirit here with the Council of Light, here with Gabriel, here with the Four of Cups, and here obviously with the little bird in his hand, Two of Wands. Now, finally, I pulled a verse from the Tao Te Ching. Number 50, Life and Death. Emotions and longings are life. Passion and desires are death. There are 13 kinds of life. 7 are emotions, and they refer to the gates of the mind. 6 are longings, and they refer to the gates of the body. There are also 13 kinds of death. 7 are passions, and they refer to the gates of the mind. 6 are desires, and they refer to the gates of the body. Those 13 kinds of life and death rule also human beings, because one treasures life. He who is good at conserving his life will not meet the rhinoceros and the tiger on his journey. He can enter a battle without being hurt. The rhinoceros cannot attack him with his horn. The tiger cannot scratch him with its claws. Troops cannot use their swords against him. That is only because he has no place for death to enter. So look at the patterns. Look at the nature of patterns to start off with by this project that you're working on or soon to start. Like I say, whether it's spiritual development, martial arts, something at work, something within the relationship, something about start bringing your partner breakfast every morning. Something about stopping bringing your partner breakfast every morning. Whatever it is. Some pattern that, some repetitive thing that you can get better at. And that will give you the insight into the larger patterns that have been controlling your life. And then Without pride, without anger, you get liberation and new beginnings, and then you will have no place for death to enter. That's really nice, isn't it? Okay, so your monthlies will be out soon. I will be covering Mars crossing the eclipse point from the Christmas eclipse, which again, Capricorn, 4 degrees Capricorn. Yeah, stay tuned. If this means anything to you, please do comment down below. I will be really grateful to hear your comments, either here or on the Facebook page. There's a link down below for that as well. While you're there, press subscribe. It really helps. In the meantime, good luck with this. Enjoy. And remember, patterns. You can create patterns. You can be patterns. And you can have patterns that you can break free of. And you don't need to break free of half as many patterns as what you think you may have to. All right? Cheers.